Welcome Children Stay Small is a multimedia installation exploring a series of manipulated Google search images of diverse children, which are juxtaposed with moving images of a children's night lamp. The images are concurrent with drones and reverberated audio samples which sonically collide. Through the symbolism that sound and image provide, this installation highlights the inevitable reality of children losing their innocence in an imperfect world and the longing of so many of us to protect them from the harm of life in adulthood. Welcome Children Stay Small was inspired by the song Stay Small by a former North American post-hard rock band, The Receiving End of Sirens. In the New Testament theological essay, Jesus Loves the Little Children, a theological reading of Mark 9, verses 14 through 29, for children with serious illnesses or disabilities and their caregivers, written by Dr. Melanie Howard. It is important to note that for me, from 2004 to 2018, I worked with children as a music teacher, and Christian educator. I dedicate Welcome Children Stay Small to those who also work with children and seek to help them become resilient in the face of life's pain and ambiguities.
Let me give the origin story for the essay that became the origin story for your piece, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
When I wrote this essay, I was attending a church with a family that had a young child who had spina bifida. And I was close friends with the mother of the family and just heard from her again and again the struggles that she had trying to get equal opportunities for her child to be able to thrive, to be able to play on a playground, to be able to interact with other students. Um, and I found myself as a New Testament scholar thinking, well, gosh, I don't know what I do to help that. I'm not in public policy. I'm not a government official. I'm not a school administrator to be able to assist with that. And so I was trying to think, well, I am a New Testament scholar, and there are ways in which the biblical text can inspire us and can cause us to pursue certain courses of action. And so let me take the limited piece that I have, the limited skill set that I have, and try to do something that would be able to come alongside that particular family. And so yeah, my piece was inspired by that particular family at the church I attended, and I'm sure that they would be delighted to know that their son's story continues in some way now in this beautiful installation that you've put together, Jeffrey. So thank you for your work.
Oh, thank you, Melanie, and thank you for that background. Wasn't aware of those details. Um, yeah, I actually the story that you just shared that inspired your work. It brings me to the song "Stay Small" by the Receiving End of Sirens, where this is a band that I followed actually for some years too, and I think they recently got back together after a very long hiatus. And what's interesting is that their hiatus was due to one of their band members, I think the lead singer, starting a new family and kind of wrestling with whether or not to continue the band and go on the road and tour, or to take a break. And so "Stay Small" was about partially about that. There's actually another song on one of their albums that has to do with father hunger, which is actually interesting seminary pastoral care theme. Um, but between those two songs, there was always that reflection on, being a parent, caregiving, and being there, and also the ambiguities of life and how that can uh, be a challenge. So I wanted to read um, the lyrics of "Stay Small," and there's some connection to Mark 9 and to your essay as well, Melanie. So here are the lyrics to "Stay Small." Son, I'm sorry for this world and all the awful things she'll do to you. If you only knew what you endure before you were born. I haven't got a single doubt you would have not come out. I would have known it was for the better. You'll be raped of any evidence of ever owning any innocence. This culture's a vulture, and you're a prime candidate for prey. I've learned that I'll lose all that I ever loved one day, but I never thought I'd ever have to watch it all go or wish it all away. I know you'll grow, but I wish I knew you'd stay small if I said so. Please just don't grow. Please just don't grow. Just stay small. Stay small. Daddy's little girl met the world. I watched the devil do his work. If only she knew just how sorry I was. I found not a single prayer could save my daughter from despair, as long as she stayed in love with this place. It's because I truly love her that I wish to take back the work that brought her here in the first place. Had I only known that one act would be the reason that my new baby girl, like her dad, would dance with demons. We watch the devil do his work in us. I watch the devil do his work. So it's whether taking literally, or some of the words are metaphors for the challenges. Um, um, I don't know. I feel that the texts all kind of blend together and point towards the same thing, um, which is resilience. And in Mark 9, Jesus talks about prayer, or there's also the word fasting, as a mode of prayer, or a mode of training yourself for endurance. And these are all things that, whether you are coming from a Christian background or not, an artist background or not, are things that we can tap into and reflect on.